What's up and welcome to FPL Today. I'm your host JNO, welcome to the channel and welcome to my team for Game Week 16, where I go over my team, the transfers I made last game week and the transfers I'm thinking of making, so you guys can see what goes through on this noggin. And this video today is brought to you by the Join the Flock t-shirt, a new t-shirt in the Teespring store, new merchandise for FPL Today. If you're a member of the flock and you are proud about it, make sure to get that t-shirt. Anyway, as usual, we start off this episode with the transfers I made last game week. And the story behind these transfers was I suddenly thought I needed Eden Hazard desperately and I needed some sort of Chelsea cover, and I didn't have the cash to upgrade Eriksen to Hazard, which I thought would beef up my midfield. And in a slightly inebriated state, I went and changed Gabriel Jesus to Roberto Firmino so I could bring in Eden Hazard for Christian Eriksen. And literally about 10 minutes after, I suddenly started panicking, thinking I now don't have Man City cover for the West Ham game. However, what happened was Eden Hazard went and scored 2 goals, getting me 15 points, with 3 bonus points adding on to his 12. And Roberto Firmino got me 13 points, 2 goals also scored, with also 3 bonus points. So I was very happy with my transfers to this game week. If I will be over the long term, I don't know, but that's what I get for drinking and having my FPL screen up. For probably one of the only times this is actually going to be the case, the 2 transfers I made were 2 of my top performers, and both outperformed my 3rd top performer, which was Nicholas Otamendi, getting a goal in the game against West Ham. So I had the right Man City coverage anyway, and getting 12 points in total with 3 bonus points. So very happy with my top performers, great performance by all 3 of them. So we have a look at my team for Game Week 15 overall, and we can see that other than that, we did get some points from Mohamed Salah, and we got some points from Pogba. It would have been more points than Pogba, however Pogba got sent off for a challenge on Hector Bellerin that, to be honest, I think he was unlucky with, but it was a red card. He's now out for a considerable amount of time as well, which means my transfer may be focused on bringing someone in for the midfield. Other than those 2 though, it was no points from anyone else, but the fact is I got big points from 3 players, which was enough to see me have a pretty good game week. I mean, I can't really complain about having a game week rank of 556,671 and going up to an overall rank of 238,847, which means I am now just inside the top 5% of players, so I'm slowly getting back to the top 1%, which is where I feel like I belong, and hopefully this team will keep doing that and performing well. However, there is the underlying issue in my side of Harry Kane, who really isn't returning. We also have the issue of Abraham. I'm not too confident in him anymore. And we've got Carroll and Mbemba on the bench. Again, 2 players I'm not sure about. And Rob Elliott isn't playing at the moment. So there's definitely things I can change about this side and that I need to change going into the Christmas period. Looking at my team for Game Week 16, if I wasn't to make any transfers, this would probably be the lineup I went with. And it would be Nick Pope in goal against Watford. Hopeful there, but I do have Richarlison as well in midfield. So if Watford do score, I want something to come from Richarlison to balance that out. Also got Ben Mee though, so potentially a clean sheet for Burnley would be better for me than a goal from Richarlison. Still got Davies in my defence, which of course is a massive problem. Spurs are not returning points and Davies doesn't always play. Norton, again, not amazingly over the moon with him, but he is doing okay for a Swansea defender, and that's West Bromwich Albion at home in the next one. We've got Nicholas Otamendi. It is the Manchester derby, so there's a risky one having him in my defence. The midfield I couldn't be happier with. The 3 men that I have got in midfield, Eden Hazard and Salah and Richarlison, all capable of getting me points. And then up front, Firmino is playing against Everton, and then we have Abraham and Kane. Not too happy with Abraham, but hopeful that he might get something against West Brom. And then Kane against Stoke, again, hopeful we would get something, but he's really been letting me down recently. And then the bench is unfortunately looking pretty weak, and not even certain that any of them will play, apart from Carroll. Carroll will be the only one that could come on, and that is a little bit worrying. So the potential transfers that I'm going to make, and none of them have a graphic, which is why you just see the silhouette there. But Christensen at 5.5 million would be, for me, a good swap for Ben Davies, which would give me another good defender in my side that has good fixtures coming up. He started in the last 5 out of 6 games. He's had 4 attempts on goal and has had 3 clean sheets. So I'm definitely looking at that as a transfer. We've got Pascal Gross, and it could be Aaron Ramsey as well, but Pascal Gross is slightly cheaper, which would allow me to spend more elsewhere. Burnley's fixtures are okay, but they do have some tough ones in there. At 6 million, he's had 6 starts and only 1 goal and 1 assist over the last 6 game weeks, but he has had periods that have been much better than that. And then Calvert-Lewin at 5.1 million, still a budget striker that would allow me to keep expensive strikers around him and beef up my midfield. He has had 4 starts in the last 6, but he's had 2 goals and 2 assists and seems to be a favourite of Sam Allardyce, so I'm hopeful for Lewin and might jump on that early just in case it's a bandwagon that I don't want to miss. Anyway guys, thank you so much for tuning into this video. As always, it's been a pleasure. If you are a fan of these videos and you enjoy them, please hit that like button and share them on Twitter if you can, @JNO United, so I get to see it. Also, come join the live streams where I talk a lot more about some of the questions you have. We do polls, we have loads of fun in the streams, and they're really starting to gain momentum, so I'd love to see more of you guys there. And with all that being said, I've been JNO, this has been FPL Today, and remember, it's all about the game.